Hey friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead, and it's been all about peppers this weekend. I got a bushel of sweet peppers, and that was $30, and I guarantee I went to lift it, and I could almost not lift it.
I saved 3 nice peppers for supper, and the rest got all chopped up and put onto large trays and put in the freezer to flash freeze.
So I'm going to make stuffed peppers for supper. Okay, here is our Making It Stretch leftover makeover meal. I have 1 small piece of meatloaf. This is what's left after we had a nice big meatloaf dinner. I have a little under a half a jar of leftover spaghetti sauce. I have saved 3 nice peppers from when I was chopping them. I have a half an onion, and I cooked some basmati rice. We also have salt, pepper, and garlic powder. So first things first, I want to break this up. And it was a really meaty meatloaf, folks. It really was. Now, this is a Making It Stretch meal. This is not something we do every day. But I mean, if you are doing what I'm doing and working with peppers, you got something left over, watch what we do with this little bit of meatloaf. Just watch, okay? Now, I'm going to put half of this rice in here because I think there's too much. So, I would say cook a half a cup of basmati rice. I cooked a whole cup. And then I'm going to mix this all in here. Again, it doesn't look all that sustaining, but you watch. Get that meat all broken up in there. Set that aside. These have been washed and they've been in the fridge. And I'm just going to take the very top of this. And notice that I'm leaving lots of pepper on the lid. Okay? I'm going to take this out. I don't have my compost bucket. Oh, I have a little pot here I can use for compost. Make sure you take out all the white because that's bitter. It's kind of like the white under the orange skin. It's more bitter than, like, the skin is zesty on an orange, but the pith is bitter. You don't want, set this aside. And again, just grab your spoon and scrape out the white and any seeds left over, okay? Into the bucket that goes. Okay, there's our peppers. All right? There's our peppers. Now, we're going to take this onion, the other half which went into the meatloaf. You can get out your chopper if you want, but we're just going to dice up this onion. Big or small, doesn't matter. You just do it the way you like it. And this also goes in here. Now I'm going to add something just a little bit extra. I'm really enjoying my Italian seasoning. I'm really glad I bought a large thing of it. We're going to add just a couple of red pepper flakes. Just a little bit, just a little bit. We don't like things too hot. You do you. And then some Italian seasoning. Right? One meatloaf, 2 meals. And I'm gonna open our fresh garlic here. Wow, this is really pungent garlic. I love Kirkland, I do. And this is USA garlic, grown in the USA. A little bit of garlic, yeah. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. Now, we're gonna cut up these bits of pepper. Just like we did the leftover onion. We're not letting anything go to waste. And I think I'll make up a coleslaw to go with it. I don't think Briar likes coleslaw, so we'll see. I'm gonna have to get more cabbage for canning. Howie really likes the canned coleslaw and wants me to make quarts of it, not pints. So yes, that's exactly what I am going to do as soon as I get a deal on cabbages. The finer you chop your ingredients, the more you'll be able to get into the pepper. The more you'll be able to fill the pepper up with density. You know, your filling will be more dense and more satisfying. In goes these. And now, look at that. We're just going to add a little bit of this leftover spaghetti sauce. And we're just going to now mix this all together. You can put an egg in for a binder if you want. Maybe I should. That will bind it all together and add protein. Eggs are really good for you. I'm telling you, they're loaded with iron. I'm always anemic. I'm always slightly anemic. So I eat a lot of eggs because I don't eat a lot of red meat. Right? So adding an egg, this smells so good. Nice. Okay. And now we're going to start spooning it into our peppers. Push it down in there, but do not break your pepper. Too much pressure, your pepper will break. Okay? Look at that. And I eyeballed this recipe. Look at that. And now, just going to pour our sauce on the top. Make a little well in there, get it down in. Look at that. Now, to add a little more protein, I'm just going to slice a bit of cheese on top of each one. Don't want it too heavy or it's just the sauce is just going to pour all over the place. All right? And a little bit more garlic powder. This is going into a 350-degree oven for about 40 minutes. 45, until everything's cooked through. Okay, our timer has gone off. Oh yeah! Look at those! Alrighty. Now, we're gonna lift this pepper out Ooh. Oh. Mmm. Some coleslaw on the side. A sliced tomato from the garden. Okay, a little bit of pepper. And a little bit of salt. And we'll see what Papa has to say about that. Okay, this is a leftover makeover meal. It's leftover meatloaf in the leftover meatloaf and leftover spaghetti sauce in stuffed peppers. And there's cheese on top. You just can't see it because it baked. And of course, coleslaw and tomato from the garden.
Awesome. You get back.
Hot, baby.
Mmm.
How's that for a leftover makeover meal?
Good. Awesome.
Briar says it's good too. What about Gracie? She's feeling left out.
Too hot for me.
Well, give her a little bit. Just blow on it. Just don't want to bring your baby mouth. Yeah. She doesn't like it. It's straight pepper. Is it too hot? It's too hot. She's not doesn't even want to touch it.
Dad, do you want a piece of bread and butter with yours?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Thanks, honey. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead saying, that's your leftover makeover meal. Stuffed peppers with leftover spaghetti sauce, leftover meatloaf. But it's also your pepper video for this year. So, we're prepping peppers and we're stuffing peppers. That's today's video. Mwah! Take care. God bless.